welcome to the Instagram Stories for Thursday, April 13th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. First, a bit of news. Do you know my friend Jen Lehner? Jen Lehner does the Front Row for Entrepreneurs flash briefing. She's been doing it for years, since 2018, and she's the one who got me started creating audio content in this format. Jen is always full of great ideas. If you're not familiar with her and her content, definitely check it out. Jen Lehner is an absolutely awesome person. And she sent me a message last night about a new site that she's been using called play.ht. And what it does is generate audio content for you based on existing samples of your voice. You probably know where this is going. So what someone could do is upload, for instance, past podcast episodes, then paste in some text that you want generated in the voice that you just uploaded, and play.ht would do that. Jen's audio clips came out great, and I thought to myself, perhaps I can build in a vacation for myself by getting ChatGPT to write a script, and then I could use play.ht to generate the audio of my voice reading that script. This was the idea. I will tell you that it is not there yet. At least it's not working well for me. I really did mess around with it, but ultimately I will say that I'm not successful. Therefore, I'm going to do a normal episode, but this is coming. It's in the ballpark. Give me a little time to tweak it and mess with it, and I will report back. By the way, if you are into this whole AI generated situation, I would love to know if you have some tools that you recommend that you've had good success with for doing what I'm describing. Okay, let's get into the news. We have some TikTok news and some Instagram news. Let's start with Instagram. The biggest Instagram news of the day is that they have launched an API for the Instagram Creator Marketplace. This allows brands to search for and connect with content creators to collaborate on sponsored content. The Creator API Marketplace will provide brands with key insights into creator performance, including audience demographics and engagement rates. I will link to an article about this in the show notes, but if you're not doing a lot of programming and you're not familiar with application programming interfaces, APIs, then you're probably not going to care about this news so much. If you've never heard that term API or application programming interface, let me just explain. It is a way for programs or apps or websites to communicate with each other. It basically acts like a layer in between that processes data on both sides so that programs or apps or websites can talk to each other and share data easily. That is an API. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some TikTok news and the best way to get the most reach out of your TikTok content as possible. So stick around.
This episode is brought to you by Michigan Economic Development Corporation. In Michigan, you can have both a rewarding career and a quality lifestyle, with plentiful career opportunities in world-changing, innovating industries, from electric vehicles to clean energy to biotech, with room for advancement no matter where you are in your career. Plus, Michigan offers a welcoming, beautiful, affordable, and inclusive community for all. Live your best life. You can in Michigan. Visit themichiganlife.org.
And we're back. Okay, let's get into some TikTok news. The app Metricool, which is a social media management app, not one that I'm familiar with before, did a huge investigation of the content that they have posted to TikTok through their social media management platform, and they've analyzed the data to share their findings on what works best on TikTok. They have a very long post, which I will link to in the show notes, and you can check it out. They have a study summary at the end, but the more I'm reading this study summary, the more I'm realizing that I do not think a human actually wrote this. I don't even want to read it because it seems non-human generated. In the study summary, they mentioned that to get more views, posting more frequently is important. For instance, one video or more per day. However, in the very next question, what is the best posting frequency for TikTok? They recommend 3 weekly videos. I'm going to link to it in the show notes so you can check it out, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure it's worth it. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much for listening, and be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram, TikTok, or other social media platform news.